What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? We're a little early this week, but hey, earlier the better. My brother with me, Showstopper, who has committed. He's going to do the show every Saturday. Again, introduce you. Everybody know who the hell you are. So
it's no need. It's no need.
No need to introduce yourself, man. For those of you guys that have that rock out with the show, gaming versus gaming. We have lost a soldier, my man ZOBE70. R.I.P. to him. He released his solo album, Flash, is lonely at the top. You know what I mean? But it's all good. We're gonna keep this damn thing moving. So 2017 is amongst us, ladies and gentlemen. I was just on somebody's channel, and they had a few trailers of some upcoming games for 2017. Didn't say any big exclusive, but all multi-plat, PC, Xbox One, and in PlayStation 4. Now, like I said, they show, the PC alpha footage. All of these games were very, very graphically demanding games. One game, Vampire. I don't know if you guys seen the trailer for it, but it looks pretty awesome. Like the third-person action type game. Yeah, but you have vampires and stuff. Looks awesome. But what caught my attention, maybe this may change in the future, but a lot of these multi-plats that they shown, these graphically demanding games, there was no mention of the Switch. I know we've been down this aisle, down this grocery aisle 1,001 times before, but so like I said, you've been very sympathetic of their plight and their, as far as the Nintendo movement. Do you think, honestly, all jokes aside, and we're not going to stay on this topic too long, but with, like I said, this trailer, maybe that may change, I don't know, but like I said, I was looking. Actually, I may find the trailer and play it in the background. Copyright strikes. But like I said, do you think that would be an issue, or do you think that it really doesn't matter? Is this going to be about that Mario, or
it's all about the Mario, bro? What you talking about?
All about the end.
Let me quit playing.
What is going on, everyone?
But I just think and I haven't heard any third parties dealings with Nintendo as of late. So I think this is just going to be the norm for right now until they decide to branch out and make a lot of dealings with third party games. But if they don't have the power to support it, then I don't see what's the use of putting it on there.
I think that we're going to have a slow start with the Switch. I think there'll be a couple launch games. There'll be maybe one or two third parties, maybe like a 5-game total, and that's about it until the rest of the year. I think we will see a lot of titles, but that first 6 months is going to be a little dry.
Yeah, I don't see them, doing with a lot of these graphically demanding titles unless they are willing, unless the third parties are willing to condense it. You know what I'm saying? Which what they did for Nintendo anyway. They used to back in the past. With the Wii. They made a different version. It wasn't like
yeah, exactly. I feel like a lot of third parties will make exclusive content for the Switch.
Interesting.
You know what? And you're absolutely right. I've always said it, and maybe the Switch may take off and sell like hotcakes. I'm not saying that it may or may not sell. You know what I mean? But my stance is that. Like I said with the Wii, the Wii got Madden, but they got the short buzz, the Asperger version of fucking Madden. You know what I mean? They didn't get the regular fucking Madden. And I'm just
they'll get the pop doll version.
Yeah, and my question is that
stuff look like Techno Bowl.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Is that double dribble? They got 2K, but they got the double dribble version, right? But I guess that my question or my concerns with that, because right now in this day and age, like especially with Ubisoft going for all of their AAA multi-plat games are always online, right? You look at this new game that's coming out, For Honor, which I'm excited. I can't wait to get it. I like more hack and slashes, always online. And one of the selling points for the Switch is that you can take it with you, supposedly on the go. So with that being said, so how can this game? What I'm asking, I understand you can maybe hotspot and stuff like that, but not everybody has access to Wi-Fi. If they're going to be marketing or gearing these towards, children or younger demographic or whatever the case may be. Like I said, a lot of games are always online. Somebody was just telling me about what goddamn game is about to come out. One of those big multiplats. But anyway, it's like 61 gigs or something like that. I don't know what type of compression or algorithm they're going to be using to condense that down to put on the cartridge. It's going to be multiple cartridges. Like I said, I guess there's a lot of questions yet to still be answered. Then what about DLC? We all get the updates. You know, updates will be like 3-4 gigs. You know what I mean? For certain games. You know, like I said, there are a lot of questions yet to be answered. And this is, again, you know,
it's early on. We just have to see what their plan is, but you know, maybe they gonna have people, you know, like I said, get a lesser version where it ain't like how it used to be with the Wii. You know,
but is
not
that
all
really
the blood.
suitable?
It's not suitable, but they really didn't sell that well neither. So because a lot of them games that they had purchased, they kind of sold better on the Xbox or the PlayStation anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, you know, but if I don't think they really going for your main console stigma. They actually going for your second choice as a console. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they're not going for your first. And that's just my opinion, you know.
Well, you absolutely, you know, you're probably right as a secondary, you know, to the Xbox or to the PlayStation, you know what I mean? But like me, like I said, little poor black boy from the ghetto, a lot of motherfuckers could have multiple consoles, you know what I mean?
That's true.
Like
then that's where you have to choose, because you know how much this is gonna cost.
Yeah.
You can get you an Xbox or S or PS4 Slim or something like that for what the price of this thing gonna be. But if your parents is strict and they have like certain rules to where you're not able to play certain games, then the Wii or the Switch is for you. It's more platform driven and it's more kid based and it's more based off of just fun, I guess.
But what about the potential Showstopper of sexual predators lurking on the site? Now I'm bugging the fuck out.
Well, it's potential on every platform. You know what I'm saying? It's more weirdos on the PlayStation 4.
Listen, forgive me.
And then on any platform.
Forgive me, man. You know that Jim be cutting the fuck. It's kind of early for me, man. I'm just bugging. Like
I so that last podcast, man. There's some weirdos, bro, on that.
Man with the soapy beard. Man with the soapy
beard. I cannot live that one down. I mean, then he had the nerve to have a red room, and he was red.
Yeah. He thought he was a real villain from the 90s and shit. Blasted fires and missiles.
Like I'm Demon Soapy Beard. You know what I'm saying? Coming right at you.
Oh man, but I guess shows all day. But what are you guys looking forward to in 2017? Like what's going to be
mostly multiplats, dog. Keep it real with you.
It ain't too much really been named, even on PlayStation wise. Like I said, I'm looking forward to. I'm going Iron Wolf on you. My JRPGs. I'm gonna go Wolf on you. On some of them, not all of them, but some JRPGs. I don't want the whole.
That Dragon Quest. Want that Dragon Quest?
No, not necessarily. You know what I'm saying? But Persona and some of the ones I kind of grew up playing. Yeah, Now,
how much has that game been delayed? Actually,
Persona.
It's out in Japan.
Yeah, it's out in Japan. I think it is out in Japan.
You guys will keep talking. I'm grabbing
American date is when it's gonna. I think
when is the release date for America?
I think it's this year. What, February this year? I believe. If I'm not mistaken.
So you playing that early? That's cool.
Yeah, all right. I think February this year. If I'm not mistaken, it's early this year though. It's like in the first 3 months, I believe. So yeah. But yeah, other than that, man, I mean, it's just
people going ham in the comments, man. They want ZOBE back, man.
They want ZOBE back, yeah.
We'll holler at him and see what's up, man.
I miss ZOBE, man.
ZOBE. Merry Christmas, man.
ZOBE doing something though. He out with family, so he'll be all right. He'll be all right.
A passionate dude, man. But yeah, man, 2017, man, a lot of multiplats. Not really too. Horizon Zero Dawn. What else? The PlayStation side. I don't know. Out of their whole lineup, I don't really know. Actually, I mean, I know Neo is coming out.
Listen, they listen. I did a video yesterday, and they
I
said
know.
developers
God of War, right?
They were able to play it from start
to finish.
To finish. Now I don't know if that's including the cutscenes. What else they got to do with force voice? Probably no voice acting added to it yet, and whatever. But that's the shit. Like, you know what I mean? That I'm a God of War fanboy, man. Let me tell you something. If
I had gripes with it, man. My
God
thing was, well, look, I'm a God of War fan. I've beat every God of War title except the PSP one. I didn't play Chains of Olympus, but that camera angle really bothers me. It really, because I'm petty as fuck. You know what I'm saying? So if I gotta, I mean,
is it any different?
It kind of takes
over your shoulder, hasn't it? Always been like over your shoulder.
Nah, it was always like a asymmetrical camera, like in the corner, kind of. It's always been so you can see the field. You see the map. You know what I'm saying, in a caddy corner type of view, so you can do all those crazy ass combos and do all that shit. And now it's kind of behind the shoulder and it's up close. So I hope the action is it's a fixed camera. Thank you, Bland. I hope it just has the same type of feel, because that's what gave it the feel. Me running through and cutting this big enemy's head off. And what up?
I know you're a little heavy set. Have you checked your sugar today?
Have you checked?
Nigga, you bugging right now. Nigga,
I
you
checked
bugging.
my sugar.
Did you lose a toe? What happened between E3? Nigga, did you lose a toe?
Crazy, bro. Nah, I didn't lose my toe, but I know you lost your Ziploc full of granola, bro. I know you lost it right here.
He said next gen walking around with a Gucci pouch.
Yeah,
that nigga next gen looked like he got fucking crushed up Nutri-Grain bars on his face.
He ain't been the same.
He got a fanny pack with some crackers in it.
Yo, he ain't been the same since like Happy D got skinny, man. This Big Luther. What I'm talking to, Big Luther or Skinny Luther? What Luther is this? Is this Big Luther or Little Luther?
What is it, Nutri-Grain or Quaker? Nigga, what's up?
Got some big right now in this package.
Nah, so I mean, so does that camera angle bother you? Are you cool with behind
me? Listen. To me, I like the way the camera is, because now it's more of a.
You think it's more intimate?
No. You can tell the graphics. The man is bigger. You know what I mean? Before God of War, the man was a little smaller. I like it big, and
Check this out, bro. I think they took a page out of the Last of Us. You got that whole. You got to look out for somebody dynamic. You know what I'm saying?
Oh wait, just hop out anywhere. Okay.
I think they took the success of that and seeing how that dynamic worked and applied it to God of War, which may not be bad. No, but it's going to take some getting used to for me.
All right, but listen, you got to be honestly, if a franchise or a game or whatever, if it doesn't evolve,
right?
Or if it does, it becomes stale. People have. Whatever, some people suppose Halo has died off or whatever the goddamn case may be. I mean, a franchise or anything to stay relevant, to attract not so much even the hardcore, even the casuals. That's where the money is at. You know what I mean? The same thing, like I said, last week, God bless the dead Zobe. Last week he said that with Final Fantasy, was it 15? Which I think I put the C in casual, which I want to play. But that was just, he said they made it too Americanized, and
they did. They changed it a lot.
But again, because you know why? That
whatever the case may be,
that demographic right there, those diehard chopsticks dudes eat they noodles with chopsticks, like my man Kelly Henry from Bang Bang. That's a last of a dying breed there. You know what I mean? So people as far as these RPGs now, who changed the game for that shit? BioWare. With the Ancient Old Republics. With the Jade Empires, with the Mass Effects, made it more action, more over the top, you know what I mean? And for so long, these Japanese, I had some figures here, but I'm so fucking lazy. These Japanese companies like Square Enix, Konami, they didn't have to spend that much money in the, making these games. They not so many, like you said, being blockbusters over the top, and the masses would devour it. You know what I mean? Like remember Dragon Quest? Whatever, 27. Remember that shit was huge back in the day. Ain't nobody talking. Right. The more, because
man, I mean, those JRPGs, I mean, their heyday was the early the whole 90s, the whole decade.
Well, you gotta remember, once the fascination of karate and all that little stuff went out, bro, That's when that started dying for real.
Exactly. Once ninjas wasn't cool no more. Wasn't
Ninjas,
doing a ninja flip with no drawers on behind your couch. Once that was out the window,
kind of went away.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you something. I think I look at it like this: if EA were to do a game like that, and people say, but they're gonna put their bread behind it, right? So they're gonna do a ninja, a chopstick game. And best believe it's gonna be over the top. And what happened is that before, back in the day, before this big EA you have back now, all they were known for was Fight Night, Madden, and NBA Live. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what made them. That they only made sports titles, EA Sports. All that they really did was sports title. I think they made this samurai game or like this. I forgot the name. I had it from my Genesis back in the day.
They had that first person shooter Black. They was trying different things.
Yeah. But that was their big bulk money was the Madden Live. Maybe hockey, baseball, or whatever. But then they started acquiring other studios and put that money and that push behind them. And what's my man Kojima? Even he said that that Japanese you got to step their game up. You know what I mean? That's why they're not the front of the face of gaming anymore. Before games were released in Japan first. I remember shipping the PlayStation 1. I had the chip one that I can play Japanese imports. They didn't come over to the States. I had all types of Street Fighters and all types of shit. I didn't know what the fuck it was saying. I would just keep it extra the goddamn game started. But I had all these goddamn games that never released over here in the States. Or if they did, it was like 2 years later. But that's not the case anymore. You know what I mean? Everything, is over here. Then maybe come out later over there. Or that's what I say. Most 90% of these.
Well, you got to remember when gaming first started, it was dominated by Japan.
Yeah, what Nintendo? Sorry.
What was popping over there had to be what's popping over here. It was like it was moved that way, but it ain't that way anymore. I mean, once you bring a whole nother thought process and a whole nother idea, and that people get on board with, it just changes everything. So those games, it's no longer what they used to be because even Japan, it's not too many people really behind those type of games. You know what I'm saying? If you look at it, it's selling what 200,000 maybe. 300,000.
That in itself, Japan. Well, I had someone argued me down, but I forgot which one. Maybe it was one of those Nintendo Wii Widows, and I was saying that Japan is a small, country or whatever. This nigga went to talk about person per capita and all this other shit. I'm just talking about look at the demographic or what they're selling. Prime example. I did a video about the PS4 Pro released. The second week numbers for Japan was 11,000. You know what I mean? Yeah, of course, me trolling, bugging the fucker. But of course, that's a good number. Could you imagine the goddamn console selling 11,000? Console has been out in the market for a week, and then the following week only selling 11,000. That's horrible. You know what I mean? That's a very. I'm not saying those sales don't add up at the end of the day, but it's a very small market. Maybe that's why.
But you know what that part about it is? Nintendo games sell very well over there.
Oh, they do. I mean, for that.
I mean, better than anything. I'm dead serious. Like anything they put out, where Pokemon, whatever the case it may be, it sells very well over there. I mean, very well over there.
Yeah, shout out to Bland. He said, the Switch will do good in Japan.
It would do excellent, and I think so too because you got to think about how they live over there. It's different from over here.
So
ain't nobody gonna put a big old console in the living room, and they kind of
they living in tree houses in Japan.
Man, I ain't sitting here saying all that.
Oh Lord, somebody living in tree houses and cardboard boxes.
It's a different living style there. You know what I'm saying? And it's more people in the house possibly. You know what I'm saying?
75 cents a week. What are you talking about, Show? Be clear. Be clear what you're saying.
That's you.
I'm on my Trump box shit.
So I mean, but they it's just the space for things like that is just possibly not.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
The reason why a lot of people go the handheld route.
It is a weird culture, but even if I'm just saying, even the Switch is successful, which it probably will be. You know what I mean? But it's not enough to. Shit, the Wii U was successful over there.
Yeah,
probably more popular than the PlayStation 4 or whatever the goddamn case may be, but it's not enough to sustain the console and to gather, like I said, support. But
then look how the size of that thing was. It wasn't that big. You know what I'm saying? The Wii U is very, very compact. It was very small.
Oh yeah, bro. I'm not negating anything that you're saying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But what I wanted to add to this,
then you got a PlayStation, which is a big old brick. You know what I'm saying? In that bad baby, them boys, they don't want that trash, man. They sit here like, man, come on, bro.
But what I'm saying is
too big.
Maybe that's not the why. Like I said, Microsoft is kind of pulled out of Japan. You remember with the Pusher to 360, you had the Lost Odysseys, the 99 Nights, the so many of these Western type JRPGs, and it just wasn't enough money. Then they made very few people. They don't like the Xbox for whatever reason.
Well, I said this though. Next gen, I said Nintendo is the only one that goes from Japan out. They don't go from United States to Japan. So they cater to Japan first. So if that's why they don't really care. It's just they go in there and what's popping there because that's the core fan base, and then they go out to everybody else. You see what I'm saying? They're the only ones to stay by that old format. What's popping here got to be popping there. You know what I'm saying?
Now,
right.
So PlayStation just threw the towel in, just threw their backs, just turned their whole back, showed them the whole part, and said, you know what, we're gonna go over here and money come back to y'all. You see what I'm saying? And that's the difference. That's the big difference. Okay. Not that they're not supporting games over there or certain games for them.
I was just fucking them girls. I was gonna get right back.
It's just they went where the money at. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do.
Okay, and you know what? And you're 135% correct. And you are. You're absolutely right. And to me, I've always said there's a problem with Nintendo is that Nintendo Japan makes the decisions of Nintendo in America, Nintendo in Europe. And I said, what's popping in Japan ain't what's popping out over here. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's again maybe why. Maybe why.
All they need is two different teams to handle that.
No, what they need, bro, is some new blood, some younger motherfuckers.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, new blood to handle America, man.
Yeah, they need some younger cats in there too. And again, I take little digs and little stab at Nintendo. Oh, but like I said, it's all for fun. But I just, they say what's up, same with you. Next time, same with me. What'd you say, bro?
But if you think about what Microsoft is doing, they pulled their console completely out of there, but they're not out of there. You know what I'm saying? Because most of everything is driven off PC. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, that's why you have the combine, and what Microsoft is trying to do is combine Windows with Xbox, and their games is just going to be called Windows games because it's easier for them to purchase a game from Microsoft than it is for them to buy a whole console because they all have PCs over there anyway. You see what I'm saying? So that's a smarter move for me for what Microsoft is doing instead of trying to put a whole console in a state that really don't want your system, but they play on your OS though. You see what I'm saying? So therefore your OS is over there. That's dominant. And not only that, you can put games on it now, and that's dominant. You don't necessarily have to have Steam all the time. You can go there too. So I think that's a brilliant idea. And if Microsoft, this is probably why they're getting fought so hard. You know how I am with this. This is probably why they get fought. If you look at the moves Microsoft is doing, look at everything that they don't acquire. You know what I'm saying? They don't bought up a whole lot of stuff, and what that's doing is centering. They trying to bridge the gap between PC gamers and Xbox gamers. They trying to bring us and unify us as one. Not only that, they're trying to control the online market. They're trying to lock that thing completely down. You know what I'm saying? To where that's the only platform you would possibly ever need to game on. You know what I'm saying? So if you look at what they're doing, they trying to corner the market of gaming, period. And this is why they're getting fought so hard. This is why a lot of people are sitting here saying, oh, you got multi-plats, you got this, you got that. But their whole vision is not little like how we think as consoles. Their vision is dominating the whole gaming market. That's why they sit here and they tell you, that they're not in competition with Sony because they already ahead of Sony. They light years ahead of Sony in a lot of things, especially when it comes to online gaming. But go ahead with your question, bro. I'm sorry.
Do you think we will see maybe a 2 to 3 year refresh with the Switch? Just like other companies are doing now with PS4 Pro.
To be honest with you, I don't know what to expect from Nintendo. If that's the way the industry is going, and 3 years from now, I was reading an article. The guy, shout out to Stone Fox. He did a video on it that one of the Sony execs it's not ruling out another version of the PS4 Pro more powerful.
Mm-hmm.
And again, if that's the, I mean, again, if that's the way the industry is going, as long as they stay on x86, both Microsoft and Sony are not deviating away from that. It's just basically like, the fact that if I have a 560 Ti and you got a Titan, we're able to play the same games. It's just that your games will look, better graphically than my games. And but what I'm saying is, if that's the way the industry is going, I expect Nintendo to go left. I don't expect them to get what's everybody else is doing. Like, Nintendo just does their own thing. And, some people love them from that. Me personally, I said something in, I don't know, it was in a party or it might have been in a multiplayer podcast. It was in a multiplayer podcast, and I was talking to K Mega. He could make his combative man. I just gotta owe me a Japanese console. Like, what? You're not my dad. Yeah, it's been a few years. I need a Japanese console in my house. And I said, K Mega, my brother, right? So could you imagine a world if it was only just Nintendo? If Nintendo would have, whatever, and it just been Nintendo, could you imagine how stagnant gaming would be? You know what I mean? I can listen, bro. I don't trust me. I don't want a world without Microsoft or a world without Sony. But if I only had PlayStation or if I only had Microsoft or whatever, whatever the case, I will feel safe with gaming being in good hands, if that makes any sense. Could you imagine if you still had these low ass avatars trying to get online, put this 16-bit IP address? Get like, come on with this shit, bro. Like, could you imagine? Like, I will be somewhere playing Othello in the park or playing chess. I got next or something back there. I'll be out there doing something. Man, gaming would not be in a good place, in a good space, man. I'm sorry to say that, man. And that in itself, to me, is sad, man. It all
depends on how. It wouldn't be where it is. I mean, you have to push gaming forward, and I keep saying that, gaming has to go forward. I know Phil took a shot at Sony, recently, talking about how's buying DLC or keeping something off a platform is pushing gaming forward. But I mean,
they ain't gangster.
He doing what he do. He doing what he do, though. You know what I'm saying? But I agree with him. We have to push gaming forward. And and I always said, in order for gaming to go forward, we have to be on the same plateau. Everybody has to be. You know what I'm saying? And that's on that piece. Switch is not there. So I mean, they behind, big time behind. So
see, the Nintendo Switch brings in a different type of crowd and audience. It sends off that bat signal to the nostalgic gamer, and I think that's what they ride on. You know what I mean? Which is not a bad thing. I mean, if that's your game plan, and if it's successful,
what do you mean?
then,
what do you mean by this nostalgia gamer? Like what?
Man, did you see when Jimmy Fallon with all those middle-aged people in the crowd doing backflips?
They all work for Nintendo. Was out there. Half of them motherfuckers they don't know what the Switch was. My grandmother watches the Jimmy Fallon show, and she still thinks Dallas.
But that's the point.
Still think Dallas is coming on after that. She's still looking for find out who the fuck shot JR. She don't know what the fuck going on. Dallas been off the air for 25 years. What about Falcon Crest? Fuck you, nigga. I'm like, God damn, grandma. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't get it. Not everybody that watches. Listen, I will say this. Hear me out. They might have watched the show, right? But just say at a minimum, I don't see this console being less than $300. You know what I mean? You got the tablet, you got the little slide-in piece, then you got the dock. That's a lot of piece of plastic. That's a lot of peripherals there. You know what I mean? If it's under if it's 200, then I'm really worried about the concerns for the specs of the console. But with that being said, one of the biggest knocks against the 3DS when it launched in 2010 or whatever, that these gamers, they didn't want to spend $250 for a handheld. You know what I mean? That was their thing. But again, here's my issues is that they're marketing this as their console, which is cool. But when you market yourself as a console, you put yourself in their console space. You know what I mean? And we can't forget what's been going on here the last 3 years. Now, these people say, power doesn't matter anymore. What the fuck are you like? What's all we've been hearing about for the last 3 years?
3 years.
You know, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, oh, that's what the I don't want this. No, it show. You know what I don't understand, brother?
We've been hearing about that good GGDR5?
Yeah. That's what I'm just trying to say. So we're gonna say all that talk just goes away, right? For those people in the comments, no, it's about goodness. Fine, okay, but we can act like we haven't been on Digital Foundry where you guys counting blades of grass and all that wild shit. You know what I mean? So, but you know what confuses me the most? Is that, you know, people act like it's a crime to hold Nintendo to the same standards, you know, as that's Nintendo. Like to me that makes no sense whatsoever.
Well, I think this because they just don't put themselves out there as the leading platform. They're not in that race. That's why I told you they comfortable with being second.
But they're not even second.
No, you know what I'm saying. So, but they're that's how they were successful with the Wii. They wasn't your main console; they was your second console.
You know, nobody was
that is true.
I'm saying it was not your main console, and they snuck in and sold a lot underneath. Everybody knows it just went boom. Everybody was focused on the number one spot, which was PlayStation and 360 at the time. And they came right up underneath your nose, and they sold mass right up underneath your nose because they wasn't out in the open for the number one spot. They're not even trying to be the number one spot.
They sold to the non-gamer. My grandmother has two. My mother has one. May have played it twice. So again, I'm not describing those sales, but we all know the console wasn't consumed by 115 even casual gamers. You know what I mean? And I think this is my opinion, this has been kind of the gift and the curse for Nintendo because it look like they're still trying to chase that. Most people don't even know that the Wii was supposed to be an add-on for the GameCube. You know what I mean? But then it, which I don't know, man.
But you gotta dig deeper next gen. They set you up, and when your daughter gets the Switch, there's gonna be a couple of games you're gonna go purchase for yourself and act like you're not, but you are.
No, bro.
So that's the whole plan.
It's hot. Bro, I bought a Wii U day one.
You know what I'm saying? But that's the plan. They still gonna get some money out you.
Next gen gonna be with his Fig Newtons playing the game, man. Some Mario.
Let me tell you something. Right. If something's hot, it's hot. You know my biggest? I want one of these jokers just run around and hating on the Wii U on YouTube. I bought one day one. You know my biggest issue with the Wii U is when I hopped on that console, it felt like I was taking a step back. I couldn't do the basic shit that I've been used to doing since 2002 online. Mm-hmm. You know, having voice chat mandatory in every game. Like that's like I don't understand that. This voice chat mandatory in every game. Being able to join session and a party chat. It's just the basic shit. You know what I mean? What you know what I mean? And again, what also concerns me, if you look at the what do you call it, the Switch Pro controller or whatever the hell it is, it doesn't even have a headphone jack. You know, like what's going on here? You know, like
we gonna have to move past Nintendo, man.
Yeah, people getting tired of this shit.
This Nintendo is God. This is man. They just messed up all the way around, man. It's too much to fix with them. They got to fix their online. They got to fix their hello, everybody there?
Yeah, we here.
Okay, they got to fix their online. They got to fix the whole structure and everything. It's just too much they got to fix, and I don't think they're gonna invest the money in it. You know what I'm saying? It's just Nintendo.
They might not. They might not.
They're not gonna invest the money in that. They not.
But anyway,
let's get back into the games that everybody's gonna be looking forward to
in 2017. I got two things in 2017.
You muted yourself, bro.
Oh shoot!
Show you.
Next gen just
they got him.
They don't kick next gen out, man. I'm back. The Wii tarts gonna get him.
I'm back like cook crack. But there was some juicy rumors that came out about the Scorpio. A, being able to play every Xbox 360 game compatible, fresh out of the box. B, also a $399 price tag. Like, what do you feel about the always, the back was compatible with the whole 360 library? And some even rumors from the OG Xbox That's been floating around too. But how do you feel about it? Do you think that's still a selling point in 2017, being able to play games from 2005?
Well, the whole mission for it when it first initially was not left behind. You know, not leaving anybody behind. No gamer left behind.
Okay.
So that means whatever you had last gen is kind of like I was sitting here saying with the PC. PC, it don't matter. You just keep building upon your library. So why your games have to go away just because the platform changed?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about. So that's basically what Microsoft vision and what the initial intent for this was, just to sit here and say, listen, these were still great games, great franchises. Y'all should be able to continuously carry them on and continuously go on and just constantly building your gaming library if that's what you choose to do. So it shouldn't change from platform to platform. You should be able to still carry your thing, just like with PC. PC, they don't have that problem. You know what I'm saying? Whatever game they purchase, they have it. It's just a whole library of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So they can go through, find it, whatever the case may be. So it's nobody left behind. So if it's not leaving your games that you invested a lot of money in on the 360, you know, and then you move to another platform, now you missed out on all that investment that you have, even though you continuously carry your own system, your old system, but you might not want to switch back to that old system. You might not want to go back there. You might want to stay where you are and keep going. So that's a good thing.
Add original Xbox games too. I'm pretty sure they're going to. Phil said he wasn't a block fact that he was going to do that.
But yeah, because the original Xbox was x86. But here's the thing. So with that, so we're doing away with generations. You think us moving forward? You know what I mean?
Microsoft already put a nail in the coffin with that. That's why I keep trying to tell you they are ahead of everybody. They already put the coffin in that. It's like no gamer left behind. Do you understand the vision of that? Like you don't have to. Once they with the Scorpio gonna last for a long time. You ain't gonna need another system. You ain't gonna need to talk about another system for a while because ain't too much gonna be that much powerful than that. So why not go all the way out and keep that for what 10 years or something like that? You don't have to change.
10 years? That's a long time, show.
Long time, but the 360 lasts 10 years.
Well, I'm talking about what they gotta have something else, at least 5 before we get something else. New Scorpio. I don't expect Sony to sit and get their teeth kicked in all these years and not come up with something.
Saying I'm pretty sure they put something out, but it's not gonna be that much powerful than what is already out there. You see what I'm saying? And without going to where you taxing people a lot now. You know what I'm saying? I mean, don't get me wrong, Microsoft is doing it for the cheap, but they probably taking a hit just to get their vision off the floor. Nobody left behind, man. I mean, nobody left behind.
So you say we shall overcome.
And then if you think about it, if they bridging the gap between, you know, I kid you not, I still, even though it's a rumor, it was a rumor with Steam being on there. I'm pretty sure that's a negotiation too.
You think so?
I think so. You know what I'm saying? I just think everything's gonna be bridged together. It's gonna be bridged together. Watch what I tell you.
Hey, you think you maybe a Steam app? You mean maybe
Steam app? That's what I'm talking about. I'm not sitting here saying.
All right.
But you got to think about it like this: you have Windows on your system. Windows 10 is
and
actually
Steam.
So you can just go through the Windows thing and you can play that trash.
But look at
so
it like
it's not that hard, man. I mean, it's just getting the space and whatever save memory that you need or whatever the case may be. But it's just
here's the thing. Only thing about that
not hard, man.
Why I don't see that happening with far as Steam and because that's like allowing the PlayStation Store on your Xbox. You know what I mean? Why would I pay $65 game from the Microsoft Store? And the reason why, a lot of these digital games are not cheap.
Yeah, that'll be cutting into their money, dog.
It is cutting in because if you think about it, I can go get Quantum Break for like $30 on.
Yeah, but you know why digital games are not cheaper than actual retail games at launch? Because Walmart, Target, they wouldn't carry their consoles. Like it's a conflict, and they still need the brick and mortar to sell their.
Let me ask you this: Was the Scorpio announced disc base, or was it announced digital only?
They ain't been announced anything yet.
Anything yet?
No, I don't think we're not. Again, I don't have a problem with it all digital console, but we're not there yet.
I don't know.
You got motherfuckers like Crap, right? Got
I don't know.
two up and one down.
Now Crap don't upgrade it.
Yeah, but he still has he has a band with cap. A lot of motherfuckers in America got data caps. You know what I mean? And I'm not just talking about the speeds. They get, a certain minute cap, I don't have one, like my uncle has one. He can only maybe download 50 gigs a month or whatever the goddamn case may be. So I don't have a problem with it. Oh, digital console, it's whatever, it was whatever clever. But some motherfuckers are just old school. Like me, prime example. I got iTunes, Google Play. I still take my old ass out to the store and buy the goddamn CD. You know what I mean? I'm just that dude. You know what I mean? I'm the grandpa at the party with the 8-track. You know what I mean? But even like I said, but he was bigger than about them having a rival competitor like Steam on the platform. A reason why I say Microsoft, but games are very shitty optimized for PC, for Steam. You know what I mean? Bugs out of this goddamn world.
Well, I just got me a Steam account. I'm about to check it out.
You know what I mean? Look at Batman when it came out. How many refunds? Like, you know what I mean? Because, games are, like I said, they have to go to a better. I'm not saying games are not buggy on consoles. I'm not saying that. But that's a whole nother can of worms.
Yeah, that was some bullshit. Yeah,
on the PC side, you know what I mean? And plus, again, how you said yourself about Microsoft. I was talking to some guys in the party yesterday and about this regime of Microsoft. They more or less want their software on everything, you know what I mean? Whether you got an iPad, hey, get Windows Word, they don't give a fuck. Back in the old regime when Bill and Steve Ballmer was there, if you want Microsoft products, you got to buy Microsoft hardware. You know what I mean? I understand, like I said, the company's more profitable now, but how they make their money again is from software sales. $15. If for you releasing your game on their platform, you got to pay Microsoft $15. That's them. They getting the $15 to sit on their ass for you releasing their game on their platform. They're not going to cut into their own sales with that. Like, hell no. That's big money there. That's how they make their money from software sales. Big money.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm on there. I'm looking. I was like, man, these games cheap. Now, I see why a lot of them be on there, boy. That's the only thing I see the benefit, man. These games is cheap over there, boy. I'm like,
$65 for us, maybe
some of them like $15.
Remember how the Xbox Live and the PSN had those Black Friday sales? It's like that every day on Steam.
Man, Steam is like ridiculous over there.
I'm not saying it wouldn't be good for the gamer, but that's one benefit PC gamers have over console gamers.
Only way that'll work if they eliminated their games on being sold on Steam. You see what I'm saying? Where you have to purchase it on Xbox, and then that also cross-sends from the console to the PC as well, to where you can play anywhere. So if you have to buy it in their store, and then it's no longer sold in the Steam app, then it wouldn't affect Microsoft at all.
Steam doesn't like Val. He got a thing out for Microsoft.
Yeah, that's one thing. I was having a conversation last night with some of my boys on PC, and it's really dry over there. I only fuck with maybe 10 people, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But it's like shout out to Jay Williams in the comments, man. The Xbox community and the friends I've been having for the last decades what keeps me on the console.
Ain't it?
If I didn't have that, man. I think the social aspect of being online versus the PC is completely different. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's just, I don't know if they can. I mean, like I said, what PC made the most money this year, right? How much did they make? Like a few billion?
Yeah, but they're paying, know how they make the bulk of their money. A lot of those free to play games that you have to pay the level. They call them what's called whales, and they've been out there and
the services.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah, there's a lot of free to play games on there.
Yeah, and that's how they make their money.
There's a lot of weird games on there too, boy. They had
a lot of weird motherfuckers over there.
They had this one game that just stuck out to me, was called Iron Snout. It's a daggone pig, man, with a hacksaw just going around chopping niggas, man. I'm like, what the heck is this? It's a pig called Iron Snout.
Biopic of next gen, bro.
But you know, check that game out, man. Y'all, mean it's weird.
What I do appreciate about the PC, and I can say this here, is that when I get tired of the norm, like I told Next Gen when I first started fucking with him, like, you know, this generation, nothing has blew me away at all.
No.
And just playing the same old shit. You know, you got the same 4 genres of games with different skins on top. That's all you're getting.
Okay.
And on PC, there's a lot of games that I wouldn't necessarily go out there and get day one, but I might see a streamer play it, or I might hear about it, and they're bringing new and fresh ideas to the market that, you know, at a low cost, you know.
Right.
So I think that's what draws me in, either, you know, the innovation for the indies, or it would be graphic fidelity. And the middle ground is kind of hard to justify.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Like, I just like, overall, I just like the simplicity of consoles. I ain't got it. Like, you know what I mean? I was so turned off when I took advantage of one of them Steam everyday sales before my first rig got here. And I spent about $30, got about 90 games. And I went to boot up Dirt 3. I'm getting blue screens of death. Steam ain't got no hotline number. You can't call them. I had to go to this Russian site to translate the shit to English and run and patch the file over here. Like, I don't want to deal with that shit. You know what I mean? I just sit down and, you know, on my ass and plug and play. But don't get me wrong, Steam, you could put it, like I said, in big picture mode, but it looks something like Xbox Live. But I like talking and bugging. You know, I like to pop my shit. That's what I do best, man. You know, man, I'm dirty grandfather.
Time for his lonely adventure. Let's go.
Yeah. That's just not my thing. I'm not knocking those that do it. I'm not slamming. Of course not. But you know what I don't understand? And again, this is the craziest shit to me.
Oh, here we go. Blood Dragon said, show your PC.
Show your PC next year.
What PC stand for? Private cop. I'm on a PC right now. Yeah, I'm on a PC right now. I guarantee you, when I shoot my videos, cost more than your rig. Honestly, but anyway, what I don't understand, and which I think is crazy in itself, why the PC community likes to interject themselves in this Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo thing. Like, to me, I think that's the fucking craziest. No one gives a fuck about your personal computer. No one gives a fuck what desktop you have, how many games. Like, that, to me, that shit, like who gives a fuck cares? We're talking about consoles, Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo. You see these weirdos I got a GTX motherboard, and like, who the fuck cares? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't, like, you know what I mean? I'm just like, most of these
I guess they open it up when ponies open up the argument of power.
No, they just looking for a fight.
Can your PS4 make hot pockets? Like, no, they can't. Fuck you.
When ponies was going around like, we are the most powerful, and then when they went full retard when they was like, and it's powerful than a PC.
But you know what's crazy though? Here's the thing. Even the Xbox One, the Wii U, that Steam. This survey came from Steam that the Wii U was more powerful than most motherfuckers' rigs.
Hey, you know, bruh. That's what got them out here, man. You know what I'm saying? PC warriors, man. That's what got them out here, bro. Hey, soon as they heard that, bro, that's when you start hearing this.
I'm big, homies, big cyber low, cuz.
I guarantee you this. I bet my bottom dollar, the Scorpio, even the Pro would dance circle like Dealer. Dealer has a rig. The Scorpio, the Pro is more capable than his goddamn, than his rig. Like, a lot of these motherfuckers that be popping that shit listen. Count Dracula himself, the motherfucking the nursery, the bedwetter. My man, when his house smells like pissy sheets and mothballs. He just recently heard upgraded his. He had a fucking 560 Ti. Like, with these motherfuckers that be, not everybody has these up to date fucking rigs. It was a survey. Only 34% of them are able to game at 1080p, 60 frames per second. 34%. Then less than 3% of them was actually gaming in 4K.
Fuck you talking about, nigga? I'm cyber cripping in this motherfucker.
Bro, you gonna next gen, you about to have the hounds on you, bro.
That shit don't bother me.
Next gen, show your specs. Remember that whole movement?
DDoS your ass, nigga.
Show your specs.
You.
They was on him like, show your specs. What's wrong with you?
Show me.
Hey, nobody put that money up either, right?
Man, weirdo people coming out, man, showing their specs, but I was sitting here like, dang.
They was blowing the desk without in them cabin. They took the side. One joker took the side of his rig off. I saw mad dust bunnies in that motherfucker. Clean the fan, and I can get 2 extra frames.
He said, you ain't even got to open it up. we can go right here, and they were showing you where to click to show your specs.
Hey, man. Hey, when they said they wanted to show it, man, they had a fucking remote wireless, man. That shit just lifted the latch up and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hey, bro, you know, Count is waiting for you to talk about PC, bro. That dude about to go in.
That's all right. The 1, 2. Only dude I know wear 3-piece suit to work at the grocery store, man. Shout out to Bond,
out
man.
there, bro. The Count.
Hey, Blood Dragon said, just more damage control to cover up that the Scorpios are relevant because Xbox One games are shared with PC.
I told you.
He said it's just more damage control to cover up that the Scorpio will be irrelevant. I'm sorry, because the Xbox One games are shared. Let me ask you a question. This is real talk right here. No damage control. What's the goddamn game coming out from Kojima? What's the name?
Death Stranding.
Death Stranding. Okay.
Yeah.
That's also slated for PC, but is that a problem? Ninja Blade, another one of you guys games keep talking about. This is also slated for PC. Is that a problem?
Hellblade.
Hellblade. Sorry, yeah. Is that a problem? You know, Neo Ui and all that shit. It's also on PC. Is it a problem? And again,
just be happy you getting the motherfuckers, man.
Shit, you know what? Even better. What about this Blood Dragon? I can play God of War 3 on my TV without any goddamn console. But does that make not God of War exclusive? I got PlayStation now on my TV. It's had it for many years.
Well, when you sit here and call them a platform or something like that, they didn't want to go by that. Their PC gamers are quick to tell you that that's their personal computer.
Yeah.
But then when it benefits them. But if you're going to operate in this space and want people to acknowledge you as a platform as something, not too many console gamers really game on. You know what I'm saying? Not too many. It's a few, but not too many console gamers game on it. I just actually started. I'm downloading games now. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to see what the fuss about.
Yeah, but here's the thing though, and again though, I don't understand what's the fuss about Microsoft putting their own intellectual properties in their own store. No one had a problem with Sony putting God of War or Uncharted on the Vita or the fucking PSP.
Well, it's still PlayStation though.
It's in the Windows Store. Your computer runs a Windows OS. You know what I mean? Listen, no one again cared about Smash Brothers being on the 3DS. Same, you know what I mean? And it's on the Wii U. Like that talking and stuff. Like, oh man, that's when you can grasp with straws in the well, I ain't gotta buy an Xbox. Don't buy one. I can just get it on my PC. Microsoft says, "Fuck you, pay me." They don't give a fuck.
Shout out to Mark. He just came through. Omegazo.
Amazing. Listen, you late, Omegazo. Where you been at, man? You just got off work, ripping off boxes back at Target. Say, Amazing. he work at Walmart. Shout out to him, man. He's a greeter at Walmart.
He's the only cat that be opening them boxes with his teeth.
He said, motherfucker, Amaziago at that door with that bell. Welcome to Walmart.
Kool-Aid on sale.
Grape Kool-Aid.
10 packs for $1.
We got that good 5-gallon of Hawaiian punch right there in the back.
He's gonna make it. I was the only nigga that make Kool-Aid with brown sugar.
Shit stupid.
For weeks.
He said y'all making Kool-Aid with brown sugar. God damn.
It's a natural sweetener.
Oh, she went straight to hell for that one. Hey, show. Like I said, I don't get to talk to you off. You're like a rock star around. So let me get your question. The Scorpio, is it a day one purchase for you?
Yes.
What are you looking? What is going on? What are you looking for? Like for real? Like for 2017, something you think that's gonna make the Scorpio stand out? Is it Crackdown, Scalebound?
You already took it. I was gonna go with Crackdown.
You're a fan of the series already, or
yeah. So I'm looking for the destructible environments. There's some things that's just never been done in gaming before.
As far as the cloud, what they're going to be able to do, then with the power of that, that's going to be able to handle it. So yes, I'm really looking. Finally going to see this cloud.
I don't know. We'll see what Microsoft got going on. I hope so.
Oh, they got me.
It's time to show now.
Honestly.
Hey, bro,
I forgot about that shit.
Hey, bro, they had me out there spooky for 3 years talking about this cloud, bro. out there preaching, preaching faithfully to the choir, man.
Y'all remember when that kid was doing the video? The nigga was inside of this room sitting on the Nimbus cloud. I think he was Goku.
Tell you, man, I was like my man that got swallowed by the fish, man. They lived in the preacher body.
Had his bottle of hot sauce. Had his bottle of hot sauce sitting here.
And I was out there fighting. Good fight. I was out there fighting.
Hey, Next Gen Girl said he gave up meat. He was eating nothing but cotton candy for them 3 years, man.
Yeah, I was out there for real. I was on the cloud. I'm trying to tell you, man. Well, technically, the Xbox One is more powerful than the PlayStation because of the cloud.
But you know what? I'm glad you ain't go full retard, man.
Nigga, I was out there full retard.
No, I'm talking like, you know, I sitting here saying this is equivalent to Titans and all this other trash.
What's up, the ISIS wolf?
You ain't go that way, bro.
The power of the cloud.
Hey, yo, you know what? But then I had stepped away from the pool pit. By that time, man, I was like, man, it is what it is. You know what I mean? I'm like, but damn, they spent $2 billion on AMD. You know what I mean?
We always out here like, yes. But when Crackdown was shown, man, we was juiced, boy. I was like, God, man, that's
what's crazy though. I say this again. Even with like far as the cloud, if it's something, it's for, and you know how Phil said he wants third party and them to take advantage of it. And if they want this technology to be successful, Microsoft has to quarterback it themselves, starting with all of their exclusives. I'm not talking about some Avatar shit, Drive-Tar and all that shit. All of their exclusives should have some aspects of the cloud going forward after Crackdown. If this is going to be the thing to be, you know what I'm saying? Not just one here and then maybe another. Like, no, it can't be that way. They want this thing to take off. If they still want this thing to take off, they're going to have to quarterback this thing themselves. You know what I mean? Before the industry, not Sony. Like, well, even with VR, even though you got the Vive and the HTC, but on the console thing, Sony's more or less is backing it themselves. You know what I mean? And so you want this the cloud to be successful. Now, I'm be honest with you, I'm not a big Crackdown fan. I think with me overall, I'm about done with all the open world games.
But if you think about the online aspect of that,
that's what
environments are.
Listen, that's to be the only thing. But I'm not really a big fan of. I don't even like Grand Theft Auto, to be honest with you. But I'm hoping. I just, man, there's too much going on.
Ken is the weirdest gamer on earth.
He's a fighter in hoop sports. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I like? I like
instant action.
Yeah.
I like a one-player, story-driven game. I like those in my fighters and, of course, my basketball or whatever the fuck the case may be. But I might just put the fucking C in casual. Fuck it, man. I got PTSD for fighting this goddamn console war. I need a shoulder replacement. I'm fucked up out here, bro. But you know what I'm saying? I just certain games like last generation I would consume all that shit up. Get in. Now I just buy what I know I'm gonna play and that I'm gonna like. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I had I'm saying before we get the hell up out of here too. I had a conversation yesterday, and I don't remember shout out to Tom the Pope, the Xbox guy, but I had a conversation with a few people in the party last night. We was online till like 3-4 in the morning. Mooch and everybody was there, right? And I asked the guys, I said, if you're comparing this, say if this generation or this year, let's say if we get a Horizon Zero Dawn, you got God of War, give me another one, Sony, Spider-Man, right? Just in games, right? We get all Philly this year, and you match up what Microsoft had. The Scalebound, I've been talking about Scalebound since 2014. I can't wait for that game. You got Scalebound. You got State of the K2 and Halo Wars fucking 2. This shit is like, like, you know what I mean? So, which I think is good for gaming because no longer will Sony have the more powerful hardware. No longer will they have the better version of the multiplats. Now, I know the narrative now has changed. The motherfuckers are trying to move the goalposts. Or Microsoft was focused on, with more games. Now Microsoft was coming out with the hardware, but they can't stop what they're doing. And you got Sea of Thieves and stuff that's coming out too. But to me, in my honest opinion, when it comes down to exclusive, I think Sony has the better exclusives. You know what I mean? That I'm interested. Maybe you may feel different. Like I don't like Sea of Thieves. Are you interested in that?
Sea of Thieves?
Yes.
It piques my interest. It depends on how much it is. I'm not paying 60 for it though.
It's a $60 game.
No, thank you.
It's a $60 game. You know what I mean?
40 we can talk, but 60.
No, it's a AAA. It's a $60 retail game.
That's a AA game.
What about Halo Wars 2?
No.
900p, 30 frames a second, RTS. Get your fix of that shit right there. I never played the first State of Decay, but State of Decay. I'm like, I don't know, man. We out there looking like Larry Holmes in the 15th round right now. We look kind of fucked up. They might got us in this one.
Hey, I'm about to start something. I'm about to get Pony some ammo. Is it? Can you say it's sparse?
Yeah, man. It's fucked up right now for us, yo. But when I say this shit, yo, fuck you, next gen.
It's bring back the sparse.
Hey, bro, let me tell you something, man. When I can't listen, this is my thing. When I can't be critical of
man, we killed ponies with that sparse stuff, man. They had a can of.
It's our turn right now. You know what I mean? Hey, now we gotta go back.
We got a can of spam and one loaf of bread, man.
It said, "Hey, the can of spam bread sparse."
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Sparse.
But what's crazy, show?
Facts.
Yo, hey, listen. But when I'm being critical of my preferred platform of choice,
yeah, man. I ain't gonna lie, it's sparse.
Yeah, it's like it reminded me of that one year we did the E3 and crap was up there hiking up Screen Ride. I said, "Oh Lord, hell no! Oh hell no! Oh hell no!" You know what I mean? Like it's like, come on, like they got us right now. Like what do you think?
I remember when he went for Loco Psycho and was playing all that stuff. I was sitting here like, man, come on, bro.
And my man, he believed. You know what I mean? But
it kind of remind me of Talladega Nights when he when Will Ferrell thought his leg didn't work.
Yeah, he said, I'll curse your children. Wish they would have prosthetic legs. Don't you put that on me, Bobby.
Don't you put that on me.
Thank you, baby Jesus. Thank you, River. Yeah, Alligator Night. That's a funny ass
movie, man. Good.
Alligator Night.
But what 9-pound-ounce baby Jesus.
Mountain Dew. Oh, crank that on Mountain Dew. Oh, what
Mountain Dew? Not first, your last.
Mm-hmm. What do you think they could do? Goodness. What you think they could do? You know what I mean?
They'll need to get cracking. You know what I'm saying? And get some games, man, where it's not.
But I think they be in hush because I think they do got something up their sleeve. Because
I hope so, nigga. Because I see that Mr.
Bean. He like how we was. Remember how we was with them E3s we got burnt on? No, thank you.
If they bring my man on stage, Mr. Bean, for 15 minutes with an ID on the Xbox shit.
Yeah,
I'm done.
I'm done.
Now I'm gonna tell you right now.
About no indies.
You got my word right here. If they come out there on stage and we see another fucking Minecraft expansion, I'm trading my shit in.
Oh man,
trading my shit. No, you gonna see that trash too.
You know what? I just wish that Microsoft. It's crazy, and again, I got shunned and got casted out of the Xbox community about the Lionhead thing, with that being canceled. But not some. Did they even just cut Lionhead? They cut Twisted Pixel Games, whatever else. They did the Max Curse of the Brotherhood, comic jumper. They can make a lot of goddamn games,
I actually did like Max Curse of Brotherhood.
I'm just saying it was a decent game with something different. But we're just basically, and when I say this again, it sounds so blasphemous. We just have Forza, Halo, and Gears. I understand there's some new games coming out, but are we guaranteed to get a?
Hey, somebody don't made a T-shirt.
Yes, JJ
with sparse.
Crazy as hell. Jay crazy.
It's sparse.
Jay crazy. Shout out to Jay Williams. Man. Jay be flaming that console war on the low. Jay throw that rock and hide his hand in a heartbeat.
Hey Jay, we still need. It's the casual shirt, man.
The casual. You know what I mean?
Sparse, man.
Yeah,
sparse, man.
And like I said,
this is what made Will go pony, man. Because it was sparse.
Mark over here tripping. He said Sony 2015 was lit as fuck. Bloodborne. Order 1886, Terray Unfolded, Until Dawn, Uncharted Collection, MLB 15.
No,
nigga, that's sparse.
No,
that's sparse.
No,
Tearaway.
Listen. If next gen can keep it real, you guys
keep it real, bro.
Keep
the
it
Order
real.
1886 dog shit. I never played Bloodborne. I'm not into the demons.
Bloodborne's good.
You know what? And that's the major problem with ponies, man. They don't keep it realistic at all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They be on that dust hard. Boy, they could not criticize their console at all.
Yeah.
In fear for the backlash of the stable.
Thinking they threaten they scared to get threatened with rape and all that wild shit. But if I can give you guys the only dope shit Sony has put out this for me thus far this generation. And I will give you, and even though I don't care for Bloodborne, I give you Bloodborne, and I will see Uncharted. You know, those 2 games in 3 years. Dog shit, Killzone dog shit, Knack dog shit, The Order dog shit. You know, those games are trash. Yeah, I don't play baseball, but you know what I mean. But it is what it is. You know, and I like Street Fighter. You know, even though it ain't go over well, I think Street Fighter.
Why you didn't say that? I don't know.
Give him a second son. Okay, I give him a second son. But to me, even with that got very repetitive. Very repetitive. Each mission, go tear down some goddamn lights. I beat the goddamn game. Go tear up a station, get some juice in your hands, and go fight the boss. Like that shit was kind of And Ratchet and Clank, when they had a remake, I'm not into those. I'm 38 goddamn years old, bro. I'm not into that type of shit, man.
Man, it's still fun. I ain't gonna hate on Ratchet and Clank's a dope series, man.
Collecting bolts and screws and screwdrivers and shit. That shit ain't for me, bro. I am a mature gamer. You know,
I'm a boy, Damon.
Yeah, I ain't that. You know, that shit is with a Optimum Spec says next gen. Stop talking that Gears, Forza, and Halo bullshit. I Optimum Specs right now, but we get the hell out. Tell me, what should I be talking about? Tell me, as an Xbox fan, as a mature gamer, what should I be talking about? You got the floor. Come on, I know you guys are a little behind us, but you got the floor, right? What should I be talking about? What does the Xbox have on the side that's fire? So you don't get back to me. Oh, this motherfucker, he typing on the BlackBerry. Give him a second.
Got a little sperm on that trackball.
Yeah. And then you're mature. Yeah, where you at? You back with us? Are you gonna answer? Well, from any Xbox guy here, you know what I mean? And if you don't understand what I'm saying, that that's guaranteed that Microsoft is going to put some money behind and guarantee for it to be a sequel. Scalebound, I give you. Crackdown, the verdict is out. Sea of Thieves, the verdict is. I don't know about, I mean, do you think we're going to get a Scalebound 2? Do you think we're going to get a Sea of Thieves 2? Recore, dog shit. Quantum Break, I love, but we're not getting that. Listen to my question again. I didn't say the number of exclusives that came out. I said that we're guaranteed to get a sequel. We're not getting the Quantum Break 2. We're not getting a Sunset Overdrive 2. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. I understand those games came out. We're not getting a part 2 to those games. Those games don't have a future. What has a future is Microsoft. Is Gears, Forza, and Halo. That's what I'm saying. Now, if you think I'm bullshit, like, come on. I say men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. But I'm hoping Scalebound does well. I hope it takes off. But better than that, I hope Microsoft does a better job in advertising Scalebound to the casual. That's what they need. They need not just the diehard guys to buy it. They need that game has to cross over and transit for the casuals to buy it. You know what I mean? You can't wait a month before a game come out and say, here, give me a game. It doesn't work like that, man. You know what I mean? But other than that, I can't hit it on my goals. Like I said, what does it matter? You said, what does it matter? So you're fine with just guaranteeing getting the Halo and the Forza every other year? You wouldn't like to see a Sunset Overdrive 2? You wouldn't like to see a Quantum Break 2? Hey, bro, we can talk. At least keep it funky, man.
Hey, next gen turned into Michael J. Fox and Teen Wolf, man.
Yeah, this guy had a part 2.
She'd answer the door like, son, what's going on? I don't know, Dad.
Yeah. Hey, listen, man. Let me ask Optimum Specs. All right, I'm hoping I pronounce your name right. What do you think is wrong with your platform? If you had to choose one, if you can change something about Xbox, what would you change? Now, don't tell me you're the Xbox version of Amaziago. What do you think is wrong with the Xbox platform? Well, they can bring about the Xbox Live Arcade. Cut that nigga Michael. Like, what do you think is wrong with the Xbox? What do you think they can do to make the system better? So for me asking for more stable, more franchises, that's something that's wrong. I'm complaining. You know what I mean? Okay, but so again, what do you think that they can do to make the Xbox better? You know what I mean? I don't see what's wrong with me asking for, some more, set, goddamn exclusive. Like that's talking forbidden talk here, man. I don't think he's gonna answer me, but anyway, man. But anyway, oh, he's not gonna get back to me. I've been asked the question. She's still typing. There's no such thing as a guaranteed sequel. Sequels need to sell well. We have a community, and a community is constantly into doubt on all the games. No, not necessary. Don't know, for man. None of the Last Guardian games so well, but Sony invested into the IP. I do understand it's a business, but I'm a gamer first. I can care shit about Microsoft's money. More story-driven single player and no PC games. What do you mean by PC games? My man Mac is great. He said, "I would like to see these studios mix it up, look back and look at ND with Naughty Dog with Uncharted and Last of Us." Good point. And I said this the other day. I would like to see, I don't know if they can, but Turn 10 Studios, whoever the hell, step outside their fold, make something different. I remember the Coalition of Black Tusk Studios showed Shanghai Heights. I would like to see something like that out of the norm. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Microsoft has a lot of IPs from the, I don't know if you've been into the original Xbox. And if you, I'm like this, to go from where the original Xbox was to the 360 to where we are now, as far as exclusives, it's not healthy, my man. Back in even the 360 era, you had Project Gotham, you had Fable, you know what I mean? You had all these goddamn different things, but now only thing you guarantee is Gears 4 and Halo. The OG Xbox, brute force. I can go on Crimson Sky, Midtown Madness. I can go on Microsoft. I can go on and fucking on. You know what I mean? On and on. And those were stable IPs back then. You know what I mean? Now, shit. It's not so much.
Hey, Optimus said exactly. Sequels are not guaranteed. Only Xbox exclusives.
Only X. What? Yeah. So only Xbox exclusives.
Forza and Halo. I guess that's what he means.
And that's not healthy.
Yeah.
Bro, listen, I can't even entertain that shit anymore. These motherfuckers said if Sony gave us a NAC 2, Microsoft can give us a Sunset Overdrive 2, all right? You're absolutely right, man. But like I said, with that being said, thank you guys for rocking out with the Gamer versus Gaming podcast. My man all day, brother Showstopper. Both of these guys, my brother. And R.I.P. to ZOBE, man. Wish him well, man. Said he passed away from colon cancer. Said he said he pooted and passed out. Said it's lonely at the top. We out of here, man.